Welcome guys, I'm your host today, Jolisa Lowe, and I serve as your Miss Senior. Today we will be having Taste of the South with our lovely chef.
Yes, hello everyone. I am Destynee Payne, a graduating senior.
Let 'em know.
Yes, here at Clark Atlanta University, and I am your chef for tonight. First and foremost, thank you so much to our lovely Miss Senior Jolisa Lowe for giving us all a taste of the South.
Okay, so what are we cooking today? What is on the menu?
So, a real good Southern meal. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, so you know the dirty South. We are cooking homegrown, homebred, as we like to say. Country fried chicken with a little twist on honey chipotle sauce, macaroni, peas and onions, candied yams, and a good sweet cornbread.
It sounds like a good meal, so let's get started. Where do we begin?
Okay, so first, before you make any meal, you need to wash your hands. So you know, we washed it before we got on camera. We just made sure they were very clean, soap, water, all that good stuff. Now, as we get into cooking, you want to take out your chicken. We are using full chicken drumsticks, not drumettes, drumsticks from Walmart. And we are just going to make sure they are clean by cleaning them with some good old lemon. I know y'all back home from the South and even people up north know about that little lemon scrub. And then we're actually going to season our chicken and let that marinate and work on our sides. So, to season our chickens, in New Orleans, we got 3 main seasonings: garlic powder, onion powder, and Tony saturated. That's not the actual name of it, but that's what I like to call it. So these are our lovely seasonings right here. You only need these 3. They will take you a long way. So we're gonna grab our bowl and our chicken. Okay, everybody. So what we're gonna do is 3 shakes of Tony saturated seasoning salt, Cajun seasoning, about 4 shakes of our garlic powder, and to match it, another 4 shakes of our onion powder. Once you season it real good on top of your chicken and you shake up the bowl just a little bit, it should be evenly coated, even seasoned. Okay, so as we move on to making one of our sides, which is sweet green peas, we're gonna start off by taking an onion that's been diced in half and then halved again and then cubed and put them inside of our oil.
And this is the oil that we're using.
Okay, so as we last saw, we put our onions ready to sizzle in a pot. As those brown, we're going to start on the easiest portion of our meal, which is our candied yams. So candied yams, love good yams.
Yeah.
So candied yams are just cut up sweet potatoes. That's what we have now. That's been browned and sauced in a pot. Added some sugar. What we're going to do is we're going to reheat them inside of our pot. Y'all hear that sizzle? Oh my God. Gotta love it. And we just let them sit in our pot. Literally, they just sit here. That's it. We're gonna add some sweet seasonings like light brown sugar, regular sugar, and cinnamon just to give them some extra flavor. But that's really it for our candied yams. They sit and simmer for about 10 minutes. As we wait on our lovely sides, we're gonna start on our macaroni noodles for our mac and cheese. Personally, I love a good elbow noodle. It's what my mother told me to use, her mother told her to use, and so on and so forth. So that's what I'm gonna tell y'all to use. So I'm gonna ask our lovely Miss Senior to help me pour the noodles in. For this big pan, it's a casserole pan. We're gonna use 1.5 boxes of elbow noodles.
Okay guys, so now that we are waiting, just want to take a few minutes to talk to the chef herself and get to know what made her start cooking and what got her on her journey, so that we're able to enjoy this delectable food today. Okay, so Destynee, where are you from?
So I am from the greatest city in the world. Everybody know the greatest city in the South. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. Born and raised.
Come on, Nola, baby.
Little city girl, little country, just a tiny bit, and yeah, that's where I'm from.
Okay, so what age did you begin cooking at?
So I tell people I believe I came from the hospital with a cooking spoon in my hand. Like there is no not first memory of me cooking something or making something, and it's just simply because of the way my family is set up. We are a family of cooks. Everybody on my father's side of the family cooks. We have a family restaurant. Go check it out, Sweet Sadie's in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay, promo.
And you know, it's always been in my heart. It's something I did with my father. It brought us very close together. It's something I did with my late great-great-grandmother Sadie. Bless her, love her, thank her for watching down on me. It's just something we always did together. I follow all her recipes, so it's just always been in my heart.
Wow. So that kind of helps answer a question about why did you start cooking, but you'll remember when that just came out. Yeah. Oh, so what is your favorite dish to cook?
My favorite dish to cook is actually what we're cooking right now.
Okay.
I love, well, not all the embellishments, but I love macaroni and cheese. I will eat macaroni and cheese 8 different type of ways. Like, I love it so much. So that's definitely one of my favorite meals. Also, I love a good pasta. Oh my god, a good Alfredo, shrimp pasta, chicken Alfredo, vodka pasta. Like, I love it all. I just love pasta.
Yes. So what would you say is your favorite food that like Nola is known for?
My favorite Nola food is definitely etouffee. It is a stewy crawfish or shrimp, kind of like gumbo, a little bit thicker over rice. It's super good, super homey, super warm. Like, even though it's a French dish, it's really southern. And I just love it. Love my home.
Yes, it was great getting to know a little bit about you. Let's get back to the cooking. Let's see where we at with it.
Okay, so as we drop our next piece of chicken in, because these are pretty big, we want to make sure that we're frying our chicken for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Not necessarily on each side, you know, just gauge it a little bit. You don't want your chicken to be burnt, but definitely it has to be in the oil for 10 to 15 minutes. So before we go ahead and dump out our noodles and get ready to cook them in our macaroni, we want to save at least a little bit, not a full cup, maybe around half a cup of pasta water for our cheese sauce for our macaroni. It adds extra flavor and it makes it really creamy. Okay, it's time for the big hitter, the biggest part of our meal. The macaroni and cheese. Y'all hear that chicken frying in the background? Yeah. But it's time for our mac and cheese, and basic, but gotta love it. A good family recipe, really, really easy to follow. My grandma would slap me upside the head if I was telling y'all this right now. She's down here. God bless her. Oh my God. I'm gonna let y'all in on the secret. So, to make our mac and cheese sauce, what we're gonna start with is a simple block of Velveeta cheese. The very best. I say only use this one. I'm not with the change in the substitute. Don't do it to that one. But in that Velveeta cheese, as it melts, we're gonna do about half a cup of 1% milk. You can use any milk to your liking. All of it is the same, you know. And we're gonna do some butter and a little bit of our seasonings of the South. And that's how we make our cheese sauce for our macaroni and cheese. So it's been roughly 15 minutes as our chicken has been cooking. So we have to take it out. We don't want to burn it. So you can use some tongs, a spatula. My grandma said use your hand if you're bold, but that's so we're going to take it out right now. You want to drip some of the excess oil off because we don't want overly oily chicken. And we're going to sit it in a napkin pan so it can soak up some more of those oils, and then we can have that good, crunchy, fresh chicken. Okay, so we've been letting our cheese sauce simmer, melt, let that big block of cheese turn into some liquid gold. And in between, while it's thickening up, we're gonna add our seasonings of the South with a little extra cayenne pepper for a little kick. So we're gonna add that right now. Okay, so now that our sauce is officially melted, seasoned, and ready to go, before we can put it on top of our new noodles, we need to use that pasta sauce that we saved and put it directly in for extra flavor and thickness. Okay, while the rest of our main courses are cooking, we can't forget about our sides. So, our peas and our sweet potatoes are done. You can tell they're done by the softness. If you love a mushy pea, that's on you. Personally, I don't. So I just test it with a spoon or a fork to see how much they go down. Same thing with your candied yams. Okay, into our macaroni and cheese. I preferably like to layer my macaroni and cheese and mix things in so just in every bite it's cheesy, it's gooey, it's goody, and it's just so delicious. So before we start, another great grandmother's secret. To get that creamy custard macaroni and cheese, not too runny, not too thick, she adds one whisk egg and to the macaroni noodles just to make sure that they're together, gooey, custardy, and really good. So we're gonna do that for y'all. So we're gonna start off with our taking off the stove. We let it rest for about 5, maybe less than 5 minutes, just so it can get real thick and real gooey for our mac and cheese. And we're gonna scoop it in spoonful by spoonful and just mix it all together and layer another layer of Fiesta cheese on top. So we put our cheese sauce into our good macaroni and cheese, and now to get that crispy, flaky, buttery, cheesy part that we love with macaroni and cheese and then brown spots, we know about them, we're gonna use Fiesta mix, Kraft, Great Value, whatever you want to use, and we're gonna sprinkle it over the top and sit it in our preheated oven. Okay, so we have our oven preheated at 350. We're gonna sit our mac and cheese in there for roughly 15 minutes. Everything is a good 15, and we're gonna let it sit. And as soon as we're done with our 15 minutes, we're gonna turn our oven to broil and let it broil only for 3 minutes max. Okay, so finally, for our sweet buttery cornbread, it's nothing special. It's a good box of Jiffy or 2 if you're feeding your friends and family. And you just follow the ingredients on the box, which is 1/3 cup of milk, 1 egg, this, and a little extra sugar after you're done mixing, and it's perfect. Okay, everybody, so as we're making our cornbread, we put everything in the bowl together, the cornbread mix, and our following ingredients. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mix it up really nice because we don't want any lumps. Nobody wants a lumpy cornbread. We want smooth, buttery, and delicious. Okay, so for our cornbread, before we stick it in the oven, we're gonna make sure that it's buttered so that when we're ready to cut our slices, they are not sticking, and that extra butter can absorb and make it really soft and really moist. Final step of our cornbread is to preheat our oven back to 350 and slide it in there at the same amount of time as our macaroni and cheese did. And to know when your cornbread is done, you take a toothpick or any wooden spear and you stick it in, and if it comes out clean, that means it's done. Hey y'all, so for our special twist in our real Southern comfort food, we're gonna make sure that we have a great dipping sauce for our chicken. Now, a lot of people in the South know about that honey and chicken combination, but a secret that I learned to love is honey and Louisiana hot sauce. Spice it up. Y'all Atlanta people know about that honey hot sauce? This is literally all it is.
Okay, honey hot.
So we are done. We have finished our entire Southern comfort food meal. We have finished our fried chicken and that honey hot sauce that came with it. We're done with our glorious macaroni and cheese and our sides, which are our sweet peas, candied yams, and sweet buttery cornbread. I can't wait for y'all to see it.
That completes today's Taste of the South. We want to thank our lovely chef today, Destynee Payne, for teaching us how to throw down Southern style. So we cannot wait to test it and get into it. We hope you guys try it at home. It is very simple and easy to do, as Destynee has showed us. So if you do try to do it, definitely post it and tag us. What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is _DE 4 S's T_.
Yeah, so tag her, make sure you let her know that you use her recipe, and then everything she did to make sure the food looks just as great. Thank you guys.
Thank you.